Summer's for fishing and for lounging around. Fall is for raking all the leaves off the ground. Winter is for skating like Torval and Dean. But we all know that spring is the season to clean. Spring cleaning, spring cleaning.
We deodorize and sanitize and harmonize.
Oh, hey guys. I'm just getting ready to do a little bit of cleaning up here. It's Mrs. Thomas, your U.S. history teacher. Spring is a time to do some spring cleaning around the house, and that's actually what I'm going to be doing a lot of over spring break, catching up on cleaning. But I've been thinking a lot about it, and spring break is also a really great time for you guys to go through and clean up that grade book of yours too. So if you have any incompletes in your grade book or anything that you need to redo or lost points that you want to make up, it's a great time to do that. And just like I'm going to be cleaning, well, you have a little bit of elbow grease that you can apply, get that work done, and maybe even you will get a fresh start on the rest of the quarter. So if that sounds good to you, stay tuned for a second. We are going to be going through how to do that and how to get all those extra points that you might be missing in your grade book, and how you can kind of sweep away all those incompletes and redos.
The first thing that we're going to need to start our spring cleaning is a plan. Spring cleaning is a pretty daunting task, and if you don't know where to start, it can get pretty overwhelming. Let's go right to our supply closet, or our cleaning closet, which would be for our course, doc sharing. So if you go into doc sharing, you'll find most of the things that you need to do written assignments and get study guides and other summary guides and things to help you prepare for a unit. One of the things that I did here in your supply or cleaning supply closet here is create a catch-up plan folder. If you click on this, you'll find the student catch-up plan template and video that is listed here. You can click on this and it will bring up a plan for you to use to go through your spring cleaning process step by step. So let's look at what we did here. I created a U.S. history catch-up plan, and you'll see that our color-coded template here and our color-coded process is in nice spring colors to go along with our spring cleaning theme. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me, when you color code something, it makes it a lot easier to identify and prioritize. The first category that you're going to start with is going to be the yellow category, and the yellow category are any assignments that are current in the course, anything that's due that this week that is going to be marked late on the following Monday. You guys know that I go into the gradebook and mark any work from the previous week as late with a 0 INC or an INC to indicate that that would be late. So let's do that first. Let's go to our announcements in the course and check what work we would have to do today. So just as an example, I'm going to go into Course Home. This is what will pop up in your course when you first come into U.S. History. I'm going to go to the announcements, and I'm going to look for what is due today. Now today is March the 18th, and this is just an example, and you can use this for any day, but it looks like we're supposed to be on quiz 603 and 605 checkpoints. So we're on lessons 603 and lesson 605. If that is the current work that we have to do, what we want to do is take our yellow category and mark that in a grade book by highlighting the current work in your grade book. Okay, so I'm going to go here to 603 and 605, and we can see that I have not done that yet. So I'm going to mark that in yellow. Oops, and I don't want to mark the type in yellow. I want to highlight it in yellow. So if you have Microsoft Word, you can do this. There's even a highlighter option in OpenOffice as well. Okay, so now what you want to do is recognize that during this week, not only is the work that's scheduled for today going to be marked late on Monday when we return from spring break, but so will the rest of Unit 6. Anything that was due this week prior to spring break or whatever week that you're in will be marked late in the following week. So you want to make sure that anything during the week that is due, your current week that you're in, will be marked in yellow because those are the most important things to do first. So let's see here. We also have all the way up to the unit test. So we're going to mark all of this as yellow. Okay, so these are assignments each day that I should be working on and completing first. This is the current work. Okay, so after a student has gone in, if I'm working on current U.S. history work, I might want to start at the beginning of a unit. If it's close enough, I can mark that as yellow as well as a priority so I can move forward through Unit 6. This is my priority, so if tomorrow I'm scheduled to be working on 607, then I should be making it my priority today and tomorrow to try to divide up this work 3 lessons a day to try to get that work done if at all possible. If that's too much, I need to at least get the current work done first. So this is my first step. I've identified what my current work in the gradebook is. So I'm going to scroll back up to the top. You guys will notice in this template that I've created for you, I've just basically copied and pasted a sample gradebook here. But if you open up your own gradebook, you can copy and paste it into this document, into a Word document or Open Office document, and you could color code that so that you can print it out and have your very own catch-up plan or your gradebook cleaning plan ready to go. Okay, so our next category is green. These are items that are considered to be late. Anything that would be marked with a 0, INC, even an INC with no 0, that would be a late assignment, but it's not a mandatory assignment. So what we're really going to focus on for green is to look for those 0 INCs that might be in the gradebook. So we're going to go in through here and see if we can identify any of those. And yes, we definitely have some of those in the gradebook here. So we want to make sure that we identify those in green. Okay, so this is our second category. Anything with an INC next to it that needs to be done should be marked in green. Okay. Now the third category, once I've marked that, is the purple category. And purple are any assignments that need to be redone, either because they were not passed the first time around, they were submitted incorrectly, or they were the wrong version of the assignment. It could be a number of reasons why this is a problem. So we're going to go into the gradebook and designate with purple anything that says redo on it. So I'm going to go in here and say, okay, there are a couple of things that could be redone as indicated here. So I'm going to mark this with the purple color. Okay. And I don't see anything else. The other thing that you could do is if you want to mark something to be redone, if you didn't like the initial grade, the 65 out of 98 is about a 66%. You can click on that and make it purple to show that there are points that were lost there that could be made up. Maybe even a quiz where it was 11 out of 15 could be a good designation for a redo. Okay, so that is your third category, purple. Your last focus, okay, after you've done the rest of this in your gradebook, your last focus could be to go into the gradebook and do anything that's optional. And we'll put that in almost like a turquoise color. Okay, so anything that is optional, indicated by an INC, meaning it's late, but it was not required. The only optional assignments in U.S. history are checkpoints. So I could actually change this to 2 INCs if I wanted to just hold off on those until I had all the other categories completed. That might be a better bet. Okay, so I could it really depends on how I feel about that. If I want to start Unit 6 and complete those 2 assignments, those INCs, while I'm working through my current work, I could do the checkpoints, or I could go back and complete those later because they are optional. Okay, so what this has done is we have color coded the gradebook. The yellow assignments are of the highest priority. Those are the things that we want to make sure that are done first. The other items are going to be in order of green, purple, and then optional. So green are the late assignments, purple is anything that needs to be redone or can be improved upon, and turquoise is optional. So by going through this step-by-step process, you can really go through and eliminate some of the bigger ticket items and be moving through your gradebook in a way that has you beating me to the gradebook, in essence, not allowing me to put in any zero INCs or marking anything late. And if you do that, you are essentially giving yourself the opportunity to stop your grade from going down, and you're filling in the late work to see that grade not only stop from going down, but then going back up. Okay, so you want to work in the gradebook in this way. If color coding your gradebook is helpful to you, please make sure to use this template. Again, this is just a sample that I have here, but the categories can be the same. Each week, you can use this document and erase the plan you had from the previous week. If you have an updated gradebook, you can copy and paste where you are in the gradebook at that time and color code it again so that it will be fresh and updated for you each week. Okay, so this is a really easy way to update your gradebook on your own and prioritize what you need to do. So in summary here, with this template, with this catch-up plan that you have available in Doc Sharing, under the catch-up plan folder, okay, you can download that and use this in connection with your announcements to figure out where you need to start. Okay, so your announcements will always tell you what assignments are due each day. Okay, so you can use your announcements with your gradebook catch-up plan template in order to catch up, whether it be during spring break, any break, any week. This is a catch-up plan that you can use at any time. Okay, if you are looking for other written assignments that you need to catch up on, remember that all written assignments are found in Doc Sharing. I divided up by unit document folders. So anything for Unit 6 that has to be completed, you'll see that your 607 written assignment for this particular part of the course will be found here. Anything that you would need, a test summary, a study guide, a written assignment, those things can be found here. Okay. While you're working, if you need a recording, you can always go into Class Connect, and all of the recordings from past live sessions are kept here in the recorded live session links. Okay, I put the date, the title of what we covered, and the link for that recording, so you don't have to search through your Class Connect schedule that you access classes from. You can go right here to find those live sessions. Okay. So to complete tests and quizzes, remember those are always within your navigation bar here on the blue side. You get your quizzes here, and your tests will usually be towards the end or towards the bottom. Okay, so we have the Unit 5 test here. Should you ever do poorly on a test and you want to redo it, I will reset or give you additional time on a unit test once. So you can do that here with the unit test reset request form. That should give you a start with accessing how you need to work through your gradebook, where to find your assignments, and how to access recordings and even request a reset or more time on a test in case you need that. So this will give you a great start to cleaning up that gradebook and getting that grade where you want it to be. Good luck, everyone.
Cleaning,